Alright, so this is going to be my direct response um, to one of Andy Cap's comments. I haven't done this sort of direct response for a long time, but anyway, Sam, it seems not only South Korean men have the smallest penis. What? Where is this coming about anyway? Okay, so like, are you envious of like even these smallest penises because you got no penis? What is going on? Why smallest penis? But also a small brain capacity. At least they got penises and brain, but you don't. But why is he into this sort of like so much into junk? I don't know. I don't understand that. So do not understand God. God, pal? What the heck? You mean like gospel? Not to spell, man. And what's pleasing to our Lord. Our Lord, I don't know, man. Your Lord might like penises, but not my Lord. As a believer, yeah, right. As a believer in penises, listen, get a penis first, okay? Man, it is my duty to help those who are backwards and struggling with basic commands of God. You are doing just fine, it seems like. But, if you want to help others, right? You're gonna have to help yourself and learn your stupid mouth. All right, I'm sorry, stupid hole. Man, nothing but self-hypocrisy and contradiction. A good place to start is to love thy what? I mean thy or they? You probably mean thy, but you put they. Oh my lord! If you love their neighbor, they will not like you much. Okay, you're supposed to love thy neighbor, not they neighbor. Oh boy. Meaning that you wouldn't disrespect yourself so you don't disrespect others. It's not about disrespect or respect, but rather treating other people as you like to be treated. So, anyway, if I were to borrow your logic, what the heck you're doing? Is that how you want to be treated? Okay, I'll treat you. The reason why you are talking about smallest penises and small brain is because you got no penis and no brain. How's that? Am I treating you okay? You would make a video calling yourself out, would you? Yeah, I've done that a few times, you know. So what's wrong with calling yourself out? So don't do it to others. What the heck? What you can crap out like this and I cannot respond? What the heck you talking about, man? I can do whatever, however I respond, especially like with that sort of things. I mean, why shouldn't I do to you when you can do to others? What the heck? So learn to live in peace. Yeah, right. So is this peaceful? Smallest penises, small brain capacity. Is that peaceful? Man, I mean, you should take your own advice. All right. Well, actually, it's not your advice, but it's from the Bible, right? So you're not doing obviously anything that's pleasing to God. So otherwise, you may fall into His hands and be chastened. So yeah, you will be falling into His hands and be chastened. My Lord, you don't even understand what you're doing, man. That's not good. Yeah, right. It's going to be good for you though. More lessons on how to be a good follower of Christ will come. Not certainly not from you for sure. All right, man. Go get a penis. Okay, don't be envious of like other people's junk. Um, and go get a brain. Okay, if you mean by IQ, I'm gonna have to check who has a better IQ, like Korean IQ or English IQ, or you said you're half Jewish or like Jewish IQ, whatever. Maybe I'll research it and put it together with it. Anyway, yeah, learn your own, take your own advice, and stop this sort of shenanigan. All right, if you crap out stuff like this, You yourself are in contradiction. Try to be peaceful. Try to be respectful, polite. I mean, what the heck, man? Nothing but self contradiction. You are. It's oxymoronic. Okay, so I'm looking at this countries by IQ, average IQ by country 2020, by population 2020. So this is pretty recent. Andy Cap said that the South Korea has the smallest brain capacity, but looking at this data, I have to disagree with this because if you look at South Korea, which is right here, 106 average IQ, and of course Singapore and Hong Kong is topping South Korea. But if you are to consider the size of the country, right, and this is like Singapore or Hong Kong is like a city. They are countries, but they're like city. So in order to do actually fair comparison, you go by population, which is over 50 million, so which is South Korea also. But whatever it is, South Korea is not uh, like lowest or smallest brain capacity. In fact, it's like top. It's way up there. And so far as United Kingdom, 100. Okay, right here, 100. United Kingdom. So I don't know what you mean by smallest brain capacity handicap. Um, let's see. I know that you're half Jewish, I guess. I don't know where Israel is. Israel is here. Let's see. 95, right? Even with smaller population. So I don't know where you get that idea that Korea has small brain capacity. Like Israel and England, um, they're all below South Korea. Okay, so I mean, if we were to like actually figure or discount countries like Singapore or Hong Kong, which are like city countries, South Korea is number one. So your figure is way off. Also, I'm looking at this thing, average penis size. And although I would have to agree with like most of Asian countries like China, India, Philippines, or whatever, although I have to agree that they have smaller penises compared to other ethnics, but Korea is not the smallest. It's 4.3. Maybe you're confusing with North Korea handicap. 4.3 is okay, I guess. Um, North Korea maybe where they lack diet, right? Because they cannot eat much and stuff like that. So maybe that's lower. Maybe you're talking about North Korean um, average penis size. Um, I don't know why you are so much into junk anyway. But I was looking at also like United Kingdom and 5.5. Although it's pretty hefty, it's not like huge difference between South Korea and United Kingdom. And you are actually smaller than most of like uh, other like uh, European countries. So again, South Korea is not the smallest. So I think it is your brain that is quite smallest. And that's why you can only think about the size of junks or the IQ and stupid things like that, man. Learn to treat others as you want to be treated, you hypocritical bastard. Pretty pleased with cherry on top. Oh my lord, incredible. The stupidity is just incredible. Go and please research before you want to, if you want to insert at all. All right? I mean, you're pathetic, man.